Astrid and Elsa had indeed made it to Sepermeru. The front gate guardsman had directed them to the inner gate guard for information they saw. When they approached the guard, he looked them up and down. Now here was a strange pair, he thought. Two women, barely clothed and with stone weapons. This is what exiles on the New River wore. How on earth did they make it this far? Astrid saw the guard look them up and down, surveying them. We were told to speak to you on where to go for lodging and food. We are also looking to buy armor and weapons, Astrid said. You can go straight ahead for lodging. Fourth house down should be the cheapest. If you're looking to buy armor and weapons, we have a unique trader in the marketplace at present, along with other goods. Just keep going north past your lodging. If you're looking to have armor and weapons made, I would suggest going into the water side of the city. There are some excellent craftsmen there, but it won't be cheap. Because they had no money or anything to trade, Astrid and Elsa knew this was going to be a challenge. Oh, and another word of advice. Keep your weapons sheathed at all times while in the city. Astrid and Elsa nodded in reply and headed into the city. Seeing so much water was a surprise after crossing such a large, dry, and barren desert. It was lush and beautiful, people going about their daily tasks and chatting with each other. This was truly a welcome sight. That night, after a warm meal, Astrid and Elsa sat on the rooftop of their lodging, gazing out on the city as the sun went down. They talked and laughed about the journey there and what their next plans would be. Tomorrow we can go to the marketplace and see what the unique trader has to offer, Elsa said. We also should explore some ways to make money, Astrid added. If we have something made, that could take a while, so let's hope the trader has something. Agreed, Elsa replied. They sat there in silence for some time as they watched the city begin to glow with lighted windows. The moon began to rise in the night sky, and they both thought how beautiful it was, and so different from where they had grown up. The next day, Astrid and Elsa headed out to the marketplace. As they approached, they could hear the sounds of people bartering and cheering for a local dancer. There was the smell of food in the air, but mixed with something else they couldn't quite put their finger on. Until they saw it. They froze, unsure what to do. They looked at each other. There was a wagon, just like the one they had been brought here on. Well, Elsa, I guess now's the time to find out what this is all about. Yes, a good time, Astrid, while we are under the protection of the city, Elsa added. So they approached the wagon master.
Like you, we are strangers in this accursed realm. We seek a way back to our lands in the misty east. And though we have crossed the length and plain. A way out remains elusive. But perhaps things have changed. Perhaps this new sorcery may show us a path to deliverance, if it can be understood. To that end, we serve Mechamos, Lord of the Black Ring of Stygia, and a fellow prisoner in his forsaken hell. While the workings of this new sorcery are unknown, unproven, and dangerous, who better to tame its secrets than a master sorcerer? If you too wish freedom from this bedeviled land, we urge you to hasten our Lord's study of this new magic. But time is short, for there are others who oppose us. Rogue sorcerers who seek this same knowledge for their own selfish gain. We bid you seek out these defilers where they hide, seize them, and bring them back to our camp. We will take care of the rest. We will, of course, reward you for your successful efforts. There are 3 ways you may abet our Lord's research. First, you may place the skulls of conquered sorcerers upon the altar for a small reward. But if it is greater fortune you seek, know that Mechamos has a particular interest in live specimens. If you have the steel and wit to capture a living sorcerer, return them here and lock them within yon cage for a greater reward. Finally, there is one more reward, but it is saved for a rare few who can achieve the impossible. Above all, our Lord seeks the hidden masters who stand behind these rogue sorcerers. Find them and place their skulls upon the altar. But beware, you hunt powerful magic wielders. Do not attempt to take them alive. Their only value to us is as skulls adorning our altar. Achieve this, and the greatest reward will be yours. We pay in ancient obelisk coins, a currency from a forgotten time. You may exchange these with our trader for unique goods and chattels. We have established camps throughout the lands. Different camps host different traders, and you will not find the same offerings in every place. Some will offer various armor pieces, weapons, and even thralls, if they are what you seek.
They listened to his offer with shock and horror. Sorcery? Bring him skulls of sorcerers they slay? This was so barbaric in their eyes. But they were both finding out that much about these lands were barbaric. The offer of chattel made it abundantly clear what had happened to them. They had been sold out by their clans to serve as combatants or thralls, never again to be seen or heard from. They could never leave these lands. This was a shocking revelation for them both. They stared at each other in acknowledgement. "Let's see what they have to offer in armor and weapons," Astrid said with a heavy heart. Mad profit armor? Things only bought with blood money? They turned and walked away. Looking up the hill, they saw a strange device and decided to check it out. "This is the West Wall prison," the guard announced. "Do you have any troublemakers to turn in?" he asked. "No, we don't," Astrid replied. "But we are curious as to what that is behind you." "Ha! That's the Wheel of Pain. You are new here, then. This is a device we use to bend the unruly to our will. Strap them in that and make them walk in circles for days with little food and water. They'll soon come to your way of thinking," he laughed. "May we look closer?" Astrid added. "Of course. We don't have any prisoners at present, but if you should bring us one, we'll gladly train him for you," he smiled. Astrid and Elsa stepped forward for a closer look. They could see how well it worked by watching the prisoners bow down to their taskmaster. Upon reaching the waterside gate, they asked the guard where the best place would be to look for a weapons maker and armor maker. Enter and go to your right, all the way to the end. You will see two of the finest blacksmiths in the trade. On the upper level, you will find Thor, the most skilled armorer in these exiled lands. He will be the first one you see. Don't go to Shem and Dirk. They cannot even compare to the work of Thor. As they walked through the city, they could not help but admire how the buildings were built into the surrounding cliffs and lining the shores of the lake. There were wooden bridges crossing the streets above. Artisans of all kinds had their shops open for business. Finally, they came to the blacksmith. "We are looking for weapons to be made," Astrid said. "Well, you've come to the right place. My name is Jonah, and this is my apprentice, Brock." "What are you in need of?" he questioned. "I'd like a one-handed axe of good quality and a shield. My friend Elsa would like a spear with excellent balance and a sturdy bow," Astrid replied. "That sounds easy enough, although it will take time and will not be cheap," Jonah said. "What do you accept as payment?" Astrid questioned. "We normally take trades, as well as gold or silver, but I'm afraid we could not accept your stone weapons as trade." He didn't know how they made it this far with stone weapons, but feeling sorry for them, he continued. "Tell you what I'll do. I have a few iron weapons, not good for much, but I will let you use them until yours are finished." "That's kind of you, and thank you," Astrid said in deep appreciation. "Come back in a week or two, and your weapons will be ready." Looking up, Astrid could see the next level, where the armorer would be, and started to make their way there. As they walked into the entrance, they could see the armorer ahead. "Are you Thor the armorer?" Astrid asked. "I am," Thor replied. "What can I do for you?" "My friend and I are in need of some armor, good quality armor," Astrid said. "That's the only kind I make," Thor said, a little disgruntled. "What are you looking for? Warm weather? Cold weather? Something in between? Certainly won't take much to make better than what you have on," he chuckled. The mention of cold weather piqued Astrid's interest. "There are cold regions here?" she asked. "You are new, aren't you?" "Of course there is. Downright freezing, far north, if you like that kind of thing." Upon hearing this, Astrid and Elsa looked at each other with hope and smiles. "In that case, we would like armor for the cold," Astrid said. "Well, I can make your armor for the cold, but if you're looking for armor that will take you where the frost giants are, I'm afraid I don't have the recipe for that," Thor replied. Frost giants? This had Astrid and Elsa so excited they almost forgot to speak. "Well, is that okay with you?" Thor asked. "Yes, of course," they replied. Almost hesitant to ask, but knew that she must, Astrid said in a low tone, I'm sure you only take gold or silver as payment. Can you tell us the best way to get that around here? Thor studied them, now doubting their ability to pay what he would require. He decided to test their worth and replied, "The only place I know around here is an old silver mine. Not far. It's dangerous to go inside, though. The scorpions have taken it over. But there's still some silver deposits outside you can get, if you can take out the rock nose and scorpions to get it. I will need 150 silver pieces for the armor." Astrid and Elsa hesitated. Looking at their lack of any kind of armor, Thor offered them a set of low-grade armor he had no use for. "You can use this until your armor's ready. And here's a couple of picks. You will need them." He knew he was taking a chance. He probably would never see them again. So he added, "I'll start your armor when you return with the silver." Astrid and Elsa knew they really had no choice. "Thank you for your generosity, Thor. And we will return with the silver," Astrid replied. As Thor watched them walk away, something about them told him he would see them again. And if he did, they would have a long-lasting friendship.